Welcome to Possibly a Podcast, and now a moment of silence. This is your host, Brendan, here with
AJ,
recording out of New York State.
we are in that state.
And now we have coronavirus. Let's talk about that.
Man, coronavirus, that's a disease.
You did this last time, too. Every time we bring it up, all you say is that it's a disease.
That's a factual statement.
It is factual.
And it's getting worse by the day.
I suppose. A little bit.
I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong, it's not getting that much worse.
Well, I mean, events are starting to get canceled. Coachella just got canceled.
Oh, they officially canceled Coachella?
Or it got moved back to October.
Well, I mean, oh well.
James Bond movie got pushed to November, I think.
I know. That I'm actually more bummed about than Coachella.
Like, it's actually affecting stuff now.
Yeah, I really could care less about Coachella, but the James Bond movie? That's just wrong.
I mean, think about it. In Italy, they quarantined the entire country. No one in or out.
Italy is the size of Florida.
That's still 60 million people.
60 million people live in Italy?
Yep.
That's a bummer. Italy, you have our hopes and prayers. That moment of silence was for you.
Thank you.
And now a moment of silence.
No, we're done.
We're not doing that again? Why not?
But do think about it. 7,000 people get sick, and 60 million are quarantined.
60 million are quarantined. That is a damn shame.
That is crazy.
You know, in the words of Elon Musk, the coronavirus scare is stupid.
Yeah, he said something like that.
No, he just kind of criticized everybody for being so afraid of it.
I mean, it's blown out of proportion.
Yeah, the media does kind of blow the coronavirus out of proportion.
It's like it's a 60% recovery rate.
Yeah, it is still important to be prepared just in case it does enter your local community.
Yeah, be prepared, but don't panic.
Don't buy $20 hand sanitizer.
This is not the bubonic plague.
You know that, right? Hand sanitizer bottles online are going for $20 a bottle.
Yeah, that makes sense. People do that anytime there's like an outbreak or disaster.
It's like sold out in every store.
Masks too.
Yep. It's unbelievable. I haven't bought any masks.
I mean, I'm not worried, especially because we're younger. It's not gonna...
Well, and the thing about the masks is you're only supposed to wear those if you get it. Those are meant to prevent spread.
Yeah, that doesn't really
protect it if you're not affected by it.
You getting it, you know?
Because it's spread by contact. If somebody that has coronavirus touches you and you're wearing a mask, that doesn't make you safe from it.
That's true.
It's just a little... It's just all very blown up. And I suppose that's an issue with mass media. At least we're speaking honestly about it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, what's scary about this virus is that it takes 5 days before you show symptoms, but you can spread it in that 5 days.
Yup.
So that's why it spreads so quickly.
That is true.
Also, it came from China, which is like a hub for diseases because of how many people are in the cities.
Yep. You know the Black Plague started in China, right?
Yeah, and it moved across the Silk Road.
Yep. And we are basically just dealing with that again. Except we have modern medicine.
Yeah, but they just crowd 11 million people into a tiny space, and they like expect to not get diseases.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That like they just crowd 11 million people into a space
tiny.
Less than the size of Manhattan.
Wait, it's like take an average U.S. city and then it's like triple the population. Not even triple, like 6 times population. It's the density of some of those cities.
It's just horrible. I recently watched a documentary. Well, I suppose you could call it a documentary. It was by Vice, but it was a man that traveled to the most polluted city on Earth in China, and it is just
there's like smog everywhere.
It's overpopulated, and it just looks perpetually foggy.
Yeah, everyone wears like the masks. You'll see them like walking around in them.
Not in this city. This is the biggest coal-producing city, and they just don't want to wear the masks. It's like all factories, and there's coal trucks literally moving out of it 24 hours a day, and they just don't want to wear masks. Even at that, I wouldn't be worried about disease. I'd be worried about black lung.
I mean, it's got to be pretty high there.
Well, the life expectancy is not too long.
I mean, yeah, especially compared to here.
And then the people are surprised that people are moving away.
Well, they got people to spare.
It's like you live in smog. Your high-rise buildings don't keep you safe from the smog. Why would you want to live there?
Bat soup.
Bat soup. Let's talk about that.
That's how the disease started.
Just, we can't get too political with this, but feed your people. Just feed them so they don't eat bat soup, please.
I mean, think about how many people there are.
Why did they eat bat soup?
I don't know the story at all. Let's move on.
I was gonna sing a little song about bat soup, but I don't want to now.
1,000 cases in the U.S.
1,000 cases in the U.S.
It's at 1,000.
There's 150 in New York, or it might be 105.
New York has the highest of any state now, mostly because of New York City. But
yeah, well, because we have 10 million people there.
118,000 worldwide.
Oh, that's
Governor Cuomo is deploying the National Guard to containment areas.
Isn't... Okay. Okay.
That's a thing. State of emergencies in multiple different states, like California.
California already declared a state of emergency?
Yep.
Oh, because they've got a couple cruise ships that are there that are just full of coronavirus patients.
I know the U.S. sent helicopters in to pick some of the people up.
Yep.
God damn, this is a lot bigger than I thought it'd ever be.
Yeah,
it's still blown out of proportion in terms of the death rate, because it's only 3%, and that's all old people or people with underlying health conditions.
Yeah, that's the only people that really are killed by it. And the media will just relate anything to coronavirus. It'll be like vaping. Why it makes coronavirus worse.
I mean, there's just a lot of fear-mongering, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Well, because none of the other plagues we've had, there hasn't been this level of media, but there also hasn't been this
there's
advanced
a similar
medical
media,
science.
Overview on Ebola, but that was kind of different because that was in Africa.
Well, there were 5 cases in the U.S.
Yeah, we contained it very easily, but that also didn't spread as easily as coronavirus.
Well, the other thing is, coronavirus is basically just another kind of flu.
Yeah.
Except coronavirus, we know how to deal with the flu and flu-like symptoms. It's only the extreme cases that you see the people that are with ventilators on. And because that's the thing is, it's they talk about quarantining people, but that's the same thing with the flu. If you get the flu, it's not suggested to leave your house and go about and lead your normal life if you have the flu, because that's how other people get it.
I mean, at this point, it's past containment. It's just how to keep the numbers down and then just move past it and recover everyone.
Did you know there's a British company paying $5,000?
Oh yeah, I heard about
for
that.
testing vaccines. That sounds like quite a good gig.
Not bad, honestly.
Because also that means if it's successful, you're one of the first people to get the treatment for it.
Side effects may include actually getting the coronavirus.
That is true. They do give you the coronavirus in order to test it, but they give you a weakened form of the disease.
Yeah, that's how viruses work.
That's true.
But, it's just interesting to see the response to it. I mean, it's crazy.
You know what I think would be really interesting? Zombie apocalypse.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Wuhan, China. The men in hazmat suits walking around with their assault rifles, just shooting
crazy,
patients
bro.
that try to escape. Just like North Korea. I sure do wonder how that one coronavirus patient got disappeared.
New Jersey just had its first confirmed death.
No, New Jersey. My man.
Yeah. Trump signed the $8.3 billion relief package a couple days ago. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefully it helps. Do you see how much China's donated to the World Health Organization?
A lot, because they caused it.
Well, they didn't cause it, but they are the origin of it.
They also suppressed a lot of information about it. Do you see how the government was doing that? They would kill officials if they were talking about it for weeks before it became public.
That's horrible.
That's just how the Chinese government works.
Communism does not work.
Well, it's not common. It's just an authoritarian dictatorship. Is what they have.
Yeah, that is kind of true. But that also, I have not seen a single communist country that has elected presidents, except for the Soviet Union.
They all turn into dictatorships pretty fast, usually.
The Soviet Union had elections, but that was also on the downturn of it.
Well, final message on the coronavirus. Just be ready, be prepared, but don't freak out.
Buy gold and canned meat, just in case.
Get in your bunker.
Zombies could come one day.
You never know.
You always have to be careful. Study up. Watch World War Z. It's a good movie.
It was a good movie. He was in that movie.
Brad Pitt was in that movie.
Was
he
he?
made pancakes at the beginning and then
Very
stole an
enjoyable.
RV.
Oh, Zombieland. Great zombie movie.
Zombieland was good, but I liked World War Z was a more serious movie.
Yeah, that was more like warfare.
But oh my god, Zombieland was that was a riot.
That's just a common, just fun.
Now I want to watch We'll have to watch Zombieland after this.
We should, but
It's a phenomenal movie. Well, I'm gonna do a quick topic shift here.
quick 180.
What do you think of fast food in
I love
general?
fast food.
Fast food, it's convenient, it's cheap.
It's an
You
American
don't want to know
staple.
what's in it.
That's why I knew if I worked at any fast food place, I would learn to hate that fast food within like a week or two.
Oh, all my friends that have worked in fast food hate it. I had a friend that works at Taco Bell. He will not eat there anymore.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Well, especially because you get so sick of it.
It's like seeing how the sausage is made. You don't want to know.
That's just an insider secret that you don't want to be part of.
All right, tier list. on
Tier
fast
list?
foods.
Well, I mean, what are we putting on this list?
What is major fast food joints?
So what? McDonald's, obviously.
Okay, McDonald's I wouldn't say they're S tier because there's some better food places, but that is a staple A tier. I feel.
I would give it an A+. It's because it's better than A tier, but it's not quite S tier. It's not S tier because of the food, but it's not A tier because of the way they have nailed the fast food industry.
It's just McDonald's is the fast food industry.
They've just done it so they have everything done so well, and it's so organized that like the menu is. If you look at it, the menu is not even that expansive.
No, they keep it very consistent.
It's just they know how to do fast food.
Yeah,
And
the
it's
Big
very,
Mac is
it's
just,
very reliable.
the Big Mac will always be good.
You can just go to McDonald's and pick any. You can pick it's like pin the tail on the donkey, and anything on that menu will be eatable.
Yeah, it'll be good. The fries and chicken nuggets, fantastic.
It is. Now, this is I would call a popular opinion. The Wendy's chicken nuggets blow ass.
They do.
McDonald's chicken nuggets are better, but they're not as good as the spicy nuggets from Wendy's.
Yeah, the spice. I don't know what they do. Like they take their normal, horrible nuggets and they just add a little spice, a little flavoring, and they're fantastic.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they make those nuggets so much better.
You know who has the worst chicken nuggets?
Burger King.
Oh god, I hate them.
Because you can get
They're
20
so
nuggets
bad.
for like $3.
They're so cheap.
They are dirt cheap. I don't want to know how those are made.
Neither do I. That's a scary thought.
I mean, I've seen documentaries on the fast food industry and how that stuff's made, and Burger King I feel like would just be scarier. To correct myself, I've seen the McDonald's one. I don't want to know what Burger King does.
It has to be worse.
It has to be. Burger King is failing. Isn't
What?
Burger King bigger than Wendy's though?
They're like right next to each other.
I don't know how Burger King is that successful.
Burger King is like a D tier. Let's be real here.
D tier easily.
Maybe even lower.
No, I'm gonna give it an F tier.
I don't know. Because
Burger King
their fries are
sucks.
decent. Even the Whopper is not even that bad. I like the Whopper, but I think D tier is right.
But it's like a last choice. It's like
Yeah.
I only get Burger King if I'm like stopping on a road trip,
Like
and
it's
it's like I can stop now and get Burger King, or I can wait 2.5 hours and get McDonald's. And half the time I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll wait.
Yeah, you get McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King next to each other. I'm not going Burger King. I'm not. You can't.
Burger King is
can't
just
make me.
it's not good. Now, I feel like we have to put something in the S tier. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A, they have
I
a
agree.
very just an organized menu, not a whole lot on it. It's just absolute S tier. It has the most organized menu. It has fantastic customer service, and the food's great. What can I say? There's not much to complain about
It's
with
amazing.
Chick-fil-A.
I mean, the milkshake, so good.
The milkshake is good. Going back to Burger King, I once got a milkshake from Burger King, and
That
you
was
know
a
what,
bad
you know what
decision.
flavor it was?
What flavor?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's
The
disgusting.
Dr. Pepper milkshake, surprisingly better than the chocolate milkshake. Can you believe that? Can you believe they got the Dr. Pepper milkshake better than the chocolate?
I think that's just more of a statement of how bad the chocolate is than how good the Dr. Pepper is.
It just tasted like Dr. Pepper and ice cream.
I mean, Chick-fil-A is just the best. I mean, I don't know.
It really is so good. Now,
I don't think anyone.
Popeyes, I'm gonna have to give an A tier.
I give them
Popeyes?
B tier.
No, Popeyes is a close competitor. They've got good chicken.
Yeah,
Not quite Chick-fil-A chicken. But the other thing is you compare the two. Chick-fil-A, they've got it seems like it has a very targeted audience. Whereas Popeyes, it's if you are a person, eat our chicken. Come eat our chicken. Our biscuits are dry as hell, but eat the chicken. It's good.
I mean, that's true, but the customer service brings it down to a B tier for me.
I have gotten some of the best customer service I've ever gotten from Popeyes. I have had people literally jumping the counter to go get me extra barbecue sauce and sprinting, and he deserves the manager position. I don't know what his name is. They don't wear name tags. He is one of the best employees I've ever seen. He owns that $13.75 an hour job.
I mean, yeah, but that's like one good person. I don't know.
Hey, but he works there almost every time I'm there.
Oh, I also think Wendy's belongs in the A tier. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Wendy's is an A tier.
Yeah, Wendy's is A tier. The 4 for 4 is what's keeping them alive, though.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I think
Taco
I
Bell,
gotta put an S because there's nothing else like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing
the nacho
else.
fries are really good.
I love the nacho fries.
Honestly, tacos I'm not a huge fan of. They're good and they're cheap.
Oh,
There's
dude,
not a whole lot to
figured out the
complain
secret
about.
formula. Because you know, like the boxes, you get like the hard shell tacos.
Yeah.
And they're like okay, but they're not that good. Figured out. You can like customize the order, get them as soft shell. They're so much better. Soft shell.
I knew that. You just figured that out?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I tried it on like the mobile order. So much better.
Best tacos I've had from there, the Doritos Locos tacos. They're the best kind.
Cheesy gordita crunch tops it. Sorry.
Well, no, I know that. I'm talking about just straight tacos.
Oh yeah, straight tacos. Obviously.
Straight tacos, Doritos Locos. Now, I don't remember the name of it, but the one that's like a hard shell with the soft shell around it. Best thing on the menu.
Yeah, cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh, that's what it's called?
It's the best. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Honestly, that tops Big Mac for me. It's so good.
It really is so good. You will get the shits, though.
It's worth it.
Taco Bell does not agree with anyone's stomach, I don't think.
It's worth it.
Nacho fries are just... I don't know how they do it.
So good.
I don't know how they get fries that good at a Mexican restaurant. Well, air quote Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, air quote.
Because it's fast food. It's good food. It's not real Mexican food.
No, but again, there's no other fast food place that does it.
Yeah, like nobody does it like they do.
There's Chipotle and stuff, but that's not fast food.
That's not the same kind of fast food.
It's not. So, Taco Bell S tier. What else we got here? KFC. Ooh.
That is an F tier.
Yeah, that might have to be an F tier.
If you go to KFC, I mean no offense to any KFC patrons, you are probably going there to buy meth. KFC is just, I do not trust it in any manner.
Yeah, they got a decent chicken bucket, but that doesn't help.
It doesn't
Everything
make it
else
better
is so
because you
bad.
can buy a bucket of chicken from Popeyes and it'll be 100 times better.
I mean,
What can I say? It's F tier. Nothing is good there. The only thing that is passable are some of the exclusive drinks they've had. They've had some good Mountain Dews there.
it's not worth it to take
But
a visit to
it's not
KFC.
worth going to KFC and buying a meal. The most I've done is if there's a new exclusive drink out there, I'll just go, I'll try the drink, it's good. I don't eat the food. It's not worth it. The only thing I'll give it is that the mac and cheese at KFC is better than Popeyes, but that doesn't make it worth going.
Have you ever been to Arby's? I've never been there.
You've never been to Arby's?
No.
Arby's is like going to an abandoned parking lot that sells exclusively one item.
That sounds exactly how I thought it would be.
I have been to Arby's a couple times. It's good food. The most people I have seen inside an Arby's is 3 other patrons.
It's gotta be like a solid
lunchtime.
C tier, like just right in the middle.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just
It's not anything to write home about.
No, you really have to be in the mood to try Arby's to go get it.
Yeah,
Their
that makes
advertising's
sense.
great though. I do follow the Arby's Instagram.
No, I've seen like a lot of their ads and stuff.
They're hilarious. It's great.
They're pretty funny.
Nobody goes to Arby's, but they spend so much on advertising, I guess.
No. But let's take a little turn into different fast foods. Little more like bakery kind of stuff like Tim Hortons and Dunkin' Donuts.
Tim Hortons and Dunkin' Donuts. I think Tim Hortons is better. Tim Hortons is
Yeah.
also much more of a local thing, though. You have to realize that.
That's true. Well, it's still pretty spread out, but there is some parts of the country they don't have access to
No,
it.
but Tim Hortons started in Buffalo. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Because Tim Horton played for the Sabres. Like, it seems to me at least much more of a local thing. Like, if you go to Buffalo, they don't have Dunkin' Donuts, they have Tim Hortons. But it's good. It's good food. I like their sandwiches a lot better. Dunkin' sandwiches are very... I'll have to give Dunkin' a B tier, because
Yeah,
it's not.
Dunkin's a
It doesn't
solid
deserve.
B
It doesn't
tier.
deserve C tier. It's a little higher than just in the middle, but it's not the best.
And I think Tim Hortons is a solid A tier.
Tim Hortons is an A tier. If you
They're
want
good.
breakfast, go to Tim Hortons.
It's a good. I mean, they do their bagel. Really good. Toast it. fantastic.
Well, and I think their donuts are better too.
Their donuts are pretty good.
Like, the Dunkin' Donuts are just very plain. You know,
Yeah, that's a
like,
good analysis.
They're like run-of-the-mill donuts. It's like what you would see a cop eating with his coffee in a donut shop. Like the pink frosted one, it is the most generic-looking donut I've ever seen. They're not bad. They're just not the best. Tim Hortons, they have a lot more specialty donuts. They
got like the special
taste
frostings.
like they're higher quality. I like them better.
All right, we got 2 more categories.
No, well, hang on, because I kind of want to bring this back to Wendy's. Wendy's breakfast. Is it even worth trying?
They've tried it twice before. You realize that? This is their third
Really?
time trying breakfast.
I don't remember any of it.
Because they failed both times.
Why are they doing it again?
Money. It's all about money.
But they don't make money off of it, clearly.
Well, McDonald's does. They're just trying to copy them.
McDonald's is successful, though.
I know that they're trying to copy that success.
But you can't just steal that success out from already such an established franchise.
I mean, that's right. I mean, dude, my English teacher, the day they launched their breakfast, he announced to the class how good it was. And I'm like, I mean, I'm sure it's good, but is it gonna be as good as McDonald's?
Yeah, if you want breakfast from fast food, just go to McDonald's. And I feel like, because you started talking about Dunkin' and Tim Hortons, and that made me think about the McDonald's and Wendy's and even Burger King breakfast menu is very different from their normal day menu.
Yeah, there's a reason some of them only offer it in the morning.
Well, yeah, no, and the other thing is, McDonald's has that all-day breakfast. No matter what hour of the day it is, you're craving some hotcakes, you can go into McDonald's and they'll give them to you. And they're good.
Hash browns.
Hash browns? Oh my, I always, if it's a McDonald's that has one of the machines, like the screen that you just pick your food on, I will not get a combo with fries, because they offer a combo with a hash brown, and it is just so good.
Sorry, sir. The ice cream machine is broken.
I've only had McDonald's ice cream on a handful of occasions.
The McFlurry is pretty good.
The McFlurry is pretty good. I don't know if it's as good as, Dairy Queen.
Alright, now we're moving on to a little different segment. This is going to involve Starbucks and Subway. They're kind of fast food, but they're
very much outliers.
Different. Exactly.
Subway,
they're not Chipotle, Moe's kind of outliers, but they're in between. You know what I mean?
No, I don't go to Starbucks often, but it's not.
I mean, I don't like
not
coffee,
bad.
so I don't usually get it.
I drink coffee if I need it.
It's a very rare occasion for me.
It's good. I like the drinks they have. I prefer the sweeter stuff and the cold stuff. I'm not a huge fan of hot coffee. Subway, E tier. I feel like that's all I have to say.
I mean, I like their subs. I give it a D tier. I mean, they're just not quality as some of the other places around here.
They are an E tier restaurant, AJ.
They're fast. They get them done fast and cheap. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, but it's not good. You know? I mean, I guess if you're looking for a sandwich that fast, just make one at home. Because that's basically what they do for you. It's just for people that are too lazy to make their own sandwiches. Oh, unless you're going to buy a meatball sub from there, which don't.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Just go to Rubino's or something. Go somewhere else.
Alright. Now for the final classification of fast food. A little different. The 4 big pizza boys. Let's start off number
Domino's,
1.
Pizza Hut,
Papa John's, and Little Caesars. Little Caesars, I'm dropping that below an F.
That's not below an F. It's $5 for a pizza. I've eaten it on many occasions.
The only reason people go there is because it's cheap.
Oh yeah, no, I used to go there in middle school with my friends after school. One time we went in and just paid in all coins.
If it wasn't cheap,
pizzas.
no one would go there.
3 pizzas we bought with all coins. We just dumped it on the counter, and they looked at us, and they literally said this to us: "Just take them." They just they were not gonna count the coins. They don't get paid enough to.
It's not good.
They were like, you dumped out probably its weight in metal, so, or its worth in weight of metal. So, whatever, just take them.
Now, pizza I think is okay. It's not.
Pizza Hut is C tier.
Yeah, I think
Pizza
that's
Hut is
good.
plain pizza. They have shitty service.
Yeah, that's true.
D tier.
No, I think C, because the pizza's not bad, especially when you get express location. It's just a nice quick pizza. You get it, you're good. It'll taste fine.
Yeah, okay. Papa John's, I've only had once.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty good though.
It's all right.
The problem is that once the CEO left, it's just kind of tanked because
That
of
is
all
true.
those issues and whatnot. A lot of stuff going on there. He's been on the Day of Reckoning.
The Day of Reckoning will come. He did not eat 30 pizzas in 30 days. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
He failed. His day of reckoning has come. He's going to have a heart attack if he keeps that up.
Dude, he was like reviewing the pizzas, and like he has like this perfect pizza chart of how to make a perfect pizza. And I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. I wish all pizzas did that.
Not really. Working at a pizzeria, no. The way we do it is perfectly imperfect.
I mean, there is no perfect way. You can do it anyway, really.
Yeah, well, that's why we do perfectly imperfect. No two pizzas look exactly the same because that's just stupid. That's just Little Caesars.
It's just Little Caesars.
It is just Little Caesars.
And Domino's.
Domino's is okay.
I give them a D tier because their pizza's not that good. I mean, they have good service, but that's...
No, if you're gonna give Pizza Hut a C tier, I think Domino's deserves a C tier because they're just...
And they're kind of...
I honestly, and I didn't rate Papa John's. I think they all just go in C tier, except for Little Caesars, which is a D tier.
Papa John's a B tier, just because their quality is slightly better.
It's not that much better.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it in between B and C. Put it right in between.
A C plus.
C plus.
That makes sense.
And now for the last one, SS tier, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese
with
is
the
the worst.
pizza that doesn't even fit together.
I don't know why they do it.
How does that happen? Like you're cutting it up and then when you try to put it together, they like flop over each other.
Charles Entertainment Cheese is a liar and a fraud and a crook.
I want my money back from all those childhood days spent there.
I was terrified of it when I was younger. I'm not even going to lie.
It's scary. Like the old ones are so scary.
Oh my god! If you go to the one out in you know where I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one near us.
That one is just horrible. It just is filthy on the inside, and the robot is old as shit.
It's not a good place.
It's just scary.
Dude, having your birthday party there, like he'd like come up to you.
Didn't you have your birthday party there once?
No, I did not. I told my mom no. We're not going there.
Oh, I went to a handful. Now
I went to someone's birthday there, but I would never have my own.
I think this is much more of a local thing. I don't know how big it really is, or even was when these kind of locations were big. Adventure Landing was fun.
I did like Adventure Landing because it had the ropes course too. That was pretty fun.
Adventure Landing was just so much better. It had that huge, just spiraling tower.
Dude, that was awesome. You get the foam balls and you can shoot them out like a cannon and stuff.
That was just a good time, an absolute riot. If you've never heard of it, look it up. Maybe it'll show up.
No, it's the clubhouse now. It got bought out.
Oh, that's what the clubhouse is?
You know, because the clubhouse had that other location, then they bought Adventure Landing. It's like the same because it also had a mean mini golf, bro.
Yes, Adventure Landing had a very good mini golf.
I like all the animals. Had some crazy ones too, like some cool shots you have to make.
Yeah, mini golf was a very fun thing to do at those like arcade-esque places, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just a fun place to have your birthday party.
And it had good prizes. Like, it just had really good prizes.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese, there is just no reason to go there.
Unless you want shitty pizza.
Unless you want shitty pizza and a rat that probably also sells drugs.
So, moral of the story, Chuck E. Cheese, SS tier. Alright.
Chuck E. Cheese is below F tier.
And any other fast food places we haven't mentioned? In Chipotle and Moe's is better, first of all.
I don't eat there very often, but I do know Moe's is better.
Yeah, Moe's is a lot better. Chipotle is still good, but Moe's is better.
Yeah.
There's not really fast food. And Panera. That goes with Panera, too. That's like in between.
I feel like Panera's worth bringing up.
Panera's really good.
Panera's S tier.
No, Panera's easy S tier.
Panera has it's great food. They get it done quickly.
It's a little more expensive, but it's worth every penny.
And it tastes better. It's not as greasy and shitty as the food at most fast food places.
They actually make it. Like,
kind of.
I mean, yeah, because they're doing it. They're trying to do it quickly, so it's not gonna be like a local family restaurant. But you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's still really good.
Even at that, are there really any like major restaurant chains? Well, I suppose like Longhorn Steakhouse.
There's a bunch.
Have you ever been there? Red Lobster, I guess.
Yeah, I've been to Longhorn.
I like Longhorn. They've got good steak.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. That's a pretty good chain.
Buffalo Wild Wings is pretty good. We need to go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
They got some good wings, and they're not that expensive either.
That's the thing that I think shocks me the most is that it's very affordable.
And Chili's, the best.
Chili's is not that bad, but also Chili's is better than Red Robin.
Do not diss Red Robin, bro.
Still no reason to go to either of them.
No, Red Robin is definitely better than Chili's. Don't even. Do you know how many great experiences I've had at Red Robin? Dude, they got like the balloon thing. Don't you dare diss Red Robin.
Red Robin's food is terrible.
It is no, it's not. It is good. Damn it! I will fight you on this.
The other day, you know Daniel.
Yes, I know Daniel.
He went to Red Robin with a gift card that one of my other friends gave him for breaking a table. And
continue.
He went to Red Robin, and they were offering endless fries, and he ate.
Fries are good.
He ate half an order of fries, and left the restaurant.
I'll fight you. Red Robin's good, damn it. It's not like amazing, but it's good. Don't you dare make fun of it.
When was the last time you went to Red Robin?
I ordered it on Grubhub like 6 months ago, and it was a damn good burger.
That sounds like a complete waste of your money.
I enjoyed every bite of,
Doubt.
It was good.
Doubt.
I give Red Robin a solid A.
Doubt.
B plus tier. I had to correct myself. B plus.
D tier.
We're moving on.
Red Robin is horrible.
All right. I think that's enough of fast food.
We didn't rate Chili's. D tier. It's basically the same thing as Red Robin.
Being generous.
It is the same quality of food. You only like Red Robin because you got the stuffed animal you named Smashy there.
It's Smashy. Why?
Yes, you did.
No, it was like a lizard, bro. Named like Spotty or something like that.
Oh, do you not remember? It looked like a loaf of bread with a face on it.
What? There was like a little black dog, and there was like a little. They were like Beanie Babies or something.
You won a handful of stuffed animals at Red Robin.
I don't remember. Definitely did not name it Smashy though.
Yes, you did. It was my favorite stuffed animal that you had. He was plaid, remember him? He was plaid and literally just like a loaf of bread with legs and a face.
No, I did not get that at Red Robin.
Where the hell did you get that?
I don't know. Probably like the Dick's Sporting Goods. Alright. I think that's enough of this. We need to move on to our final topic.
Animals?
No, would you rather?
Oh, you're right.
Would you rather question? Animals are nice. We have a dog right next to us.
We're filming with my dog Lucky. I'll put a picture of him on the screen for this section so you can see what he looks like.
Cute dog. Alright, moving on. Would you rather? Alright. Here's a good one. Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Ability to read.
Yeah. Because, then you could at least function in society to some degree. Yeah.
Alright, read off the next one.
Oh, here we go. Would you rather be in jail for a year or lose a year off your life?
I feel like I would rather be in jail for a year.
Yeah, because at the very least, you're alive next year.
It's a life experience.
Because, if you have to go to jail or you just don't get the year at all, you might as well just get the year in jail.
Well, I might want the year taken off my life, because the thing is, being in jail for a year will affect the entire rest of your life.
Depends on the jail. Let's be clear here.
No, it'll be harder to get jobs once they see that you've been to jail.
That's true.
I
don't know. It depends on the circumstances.
You'll be judged a little more harshly on the outside.
Now kind of relates. Would you rather have one real get-out-of-jail-free card or a key that opens any door?
Well, that's a tough one, because a key that opens any door, do you only get to use it once? Or...
No, unlimited. Espionage.
Well, then I feel that. Because a get-out-of-jail-free card basically means you could commit one crime, but also you could use that key to commit breaking and entering. Well, I suppose if you have the key, they can't argue with you.
But think about it, with the jail thing, you could just commit the biggest crime of all time and get away with it and keep everything.
That is true. Heist of the century.
Heist of the century, and you would get away with it.
That is pretty true.
You're set for life. Because, what do you need a key to open a bunch of doors? Unless you're, going to specifically open some door. It's like, wow, I can open my neighbor's door.
Yeah, but you could also open, government facilities. Banks. I don't know, there's a lot you can do with that key.
Now here's one that we can all relate to. Would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green, or never have to stand in line again?
Never have to stand in line again.
Yeah, because I can at least handle a red light every once in a while.
Red lights aren't that bad. There are a few lights in the city that I don't like.
I hate lines. I hate waiting.
Waiting in long lines is just unbelievable. It's terrible. Oh, bye, Lucky.
Oh.
Maybe? Go on. There we go. Some background noise. What did I say?
Wait for him to sit down.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep making noise. There we go. Looks like he might settle in. Or maybe he's leaving? He's doing something. We can keep going. Read the next one.
Alright, he's had enough of this podcast. Alright, would you rather give up all drinks except for water, or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven?
All drinks except water.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, that limits all baked goods.
That's true. There's a lot. Yeah, you go to any restaurant, like half the menu's just off the table now.
Yeah, that's true. That's a bit of a shame. I feel like water I could handle.
Yeah, because I mean it's like
it's water. It's good.
Yeah, I could probably give up soda if I really tried stuff like that.
It's basically, would you rather give up like sweet drinks, or would you rather have a gluten allergy?
Gluten allergy. All right, here's a good one. Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn?
I would rather know now everything that my future self has learned.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be 5 again.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
That's quite a reset button. Plus, then like some of the mistakes you make at a young age are what make you what you are today.
That's true. It'd be weird. Be like going up to the other 5-year-olds. Hey, I know things that you don't know.
Yeah, if you go back to age 5 with everything you know now, that means you know how everything's... Well, either way, you know the way your entire life is going to play out, basically. And also, you need to account for, well, how old is your future self and how much do they really know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Here we go. Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Sing along. I don't mind singing.
Yeah, I mean, dancing's not bad either.
Dancing's not bad, but
I feel like every time
singing
I get
along
annoying.
is different than dancing. Plus, I can't dance for shit. Any other interesting ones?
Here's a funny one. Would you rather be completely insane and know that you are insane, or completely insane and believe that you are sane? So you're either crazy but you know it, or you're crazy but you think everyone else is crazy.
Well, I feel the self-awareness of being crazy would help you.
Yeah, I think it would.
Whereas if you're completely insane and think you're sane, then you just seem even more crazy. You know, if you're crazy and you own it, it's a little different. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if you think everyone else around you is like crazy, then I feel like your life's gonna be way more difficult than if you're self-aware. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's true. Should we do any more would you rathers?
We got like 2 more.
Two
How
more
about
on
this
the
one?
list.
Would you rather suddenly be elected a senator, or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? However, you don't know anything more than you do currently right now. Seriously.
CEO.
Boy, dude, you could fuck up the whole company.
Okay, and I didn't buy the company.
That's true. You're either taking down the company or
You
taking
really
down
have-
the government.
You really have nothing to lose.
Yeah, but think about it. You're just senator. Just sit there. I can just say yes or no to laws.
I feel like being a senator is more work than that.
Yeah, it is. But you know how much work it is being a CEO of a major company? It's like Apple or something.
Yeah, but like, if you don't know what you're doing, somebody else does it for you. You just pay them.
Guess you're right. Alright, would you rather live in a virtual reality where you are all powerful, or live in the real world and be able to go anywhere but not be able to interact with anyone or anything?
Virtual reality. Yeah.
It's like the Matrix.
Well, having all human interaction taken away is very depriving, I think.
Yeah. It's like, do you actually want to wake up out of the Matrix? Or do you want to stay in it?
I guess that's true, but this isn't the Matrix. This has been possibly a podcast for people. Thank you all for listening. AJ, any concluding thoughts you want to add?
No, just thanks for listening. It's been fun.
It has been fun. I'm hoping to continue this further in the future, hopefully with more guests.
Yeah. Just the beginning.
Just have to listen to two people recording in a closet. It's been real. It's been fun. Has it been real fun? You decide. Comment, like, subscribe. Anything else you want to plug?
Raid Shadow Legends, link in the description.
Please play it. We're not sponsored. It's just a good game. Really, high quality. I've enjoyed every second of it.
I've never played it.
Any people you want to shout out?
My imaginary friend Jerome.
He disappeared when you started taking your schizophrenia meds.
Now we're just spouting memes.
I'd like to use this time to give a shout out to the boys back east, back home. Land I love. That's where my heart lies.
All the boys.
All
East,
the boys.
west, north, south, up, down.
Up and down? You're talking about the Z-axis now?
We've entered the fourth dimension.
We've entered the Matrix.
Alright.
This isn't the Matrix. We already covered that.
It's not. I said Matrix weird.
One final shout out, my one international listener. You know who you are. Thanks for listening in your how many hours ahead you are.
I think that's it.
I think that's all we have left to cover.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.